I know. How about we play a game while we wait?
Oh, that'd be mighty fine. But, Mother, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Kirby...
I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Kirby would love it. It's perfectly harmless.
Ah, but I'm not very good at games, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, any fool can play this game, Mr. Kirby. All you have to do is write your name on a piece of paper.
But, Mother, Mr. Kirby doesn't want to.
Oh, he'll love it. Mr. Kirby, write your name down on this one. Mrs. Kirby, you do the same on that one.
Mother, what is this game?
I used to play it at school. It's called Forget Me Not. Here now, I'm going to say 5 words. Any words at all. And you are to write down the first thing that comes into your head. Anything. For instance, if I'm to say grass, you say green. Or table, chair. See, it's very simple, Mr. Kirby.
Come on, Father, be a sport.
Very well. I should be happy to play it.
Now remember, you must play fair. Write down the first thing that comes into your mind. Everyone ready? The first word is potatoes. Potatoes. Ready for the next one? Bathroom.
Mother!
Bathroom. Got that? All ready? Lust.
Mother, that's not exactly what you...
Nonsense, Alice. That word's all right. You see? No, you mustn't interrupt the game.
May I have that last word again, please?
Lust, Mr. Kirby.
I've got it.
All ready? Honeymoon. All right. The last word is sex. All right. Everyone got sex? All right. May I have your papers? May I have your papers, Mr. Kirby?
What happens now?
Oh, this is the best part. Now I read out your reactions.
I see. It's really quite an interesting game.
I knew you'd like it. I'll read yours first, Mr. Kirby. Everyone listen. This is Mr. Kirby's. Potatoes, steak. That's very good, Mr. Kirby. See how they go together?
It just came to me.
Well, it's very nice. Let's see. Bathroom, toothpaste. Well, lust, unlawful. Isn't that nice? Honeymoon, shrimp. And sex, mayo. Well, yes, of course you are. That's a very nice paper, Mr. Kirby. Yes, it's very nice. It shows how your mind works. Now, we'll see how Mrs. Kirby's mind works. Let's see. Okay, ready? Potatoes, starch. I see just what you mean, Mrs. Kirby, and oh dear. Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
What's that?
Bathroom, Mr. Kirby.
I don't quite follow that, my dear.
I don't know. I just thought of you. You are in there a good amount, Anthony. You do take a long time.
Indeed. I hadn't realized I was being selfish in the matter. Go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Mother, this is a very silly game. We ought to stop.
Yes.
No. Please go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
Where was I? Oh yes, lust, human.
Human? Really, Miriam?
I just meant, Anthony. After all, lust is a human emotion.
Well, I disagree with you, Miriam. Lust is not human. It is depraved.
Very well, Anthony. I am wrong.
Really? It's the most pointless game. Suppose we play 20 questions.
No. I find this game rather interesting. Will you go on, Mrs. Sycamore?
Honeymoon, dole.
Did you say... dull?
What I meant, Anthony, the hot springs weren't very gay that season. All the old people sitting out on the porch, there wasn't a lot to do at night.
That was not your reaction at the time, as I recall it.
Father, this is only a game.
A very illuminating game. Go on, Mrs. Sycamore.
This one's all right, Mr. Kirby. Sex, Wall Street.
Wall Street? What do you mean by that, Miriam?
I don't know what it meant, Anthony. It's just you're always talking about Wall Street, even when... I did know what it meant. You wouldn't mind terribly, Alice, if we didn't stay for dinner? This game is giving me a headache.
I understand, Mrs. Kirby.
Yes. Possibly we'd better postpone the dinner, if you don't mind.
But you're coming tomorrow night, aren't you?
I'm afraid we have an engagement tomorrow night.
I think we're being very ungracious, Father. Of course we'll stay for dinner. Tonight.
I have a very bad headache, Tony.
Come, Tony. I'm sure everyone will understand.
Well, I don't. I think we ought to stay. No, Tony. What? We were fools, Tony, to think it would ever work between us. I will not be at work tomorrow, Mr. Kirby. I will not be there at all.
I'm sorry, my dear. Very sorry. Are you ready, Miriam?
Yes, dearest.
Well, it's been very nice meeting you all.
Yes, lovely.
Are you coming, Tony?
No, Father, I will not.
I see. Your mother and I will be waiting for you in the car.